Good morning, this is Angela with Parco's Permaculture. I am down in the backyard of my Portland, Oregon permaculture garden, and it is early morning and I'm still in my jammies, and there is a large swarm of bees in our backyard, so I thought I'd show them to you really quickly and then talk a little bit about the permaculture ethic of fair share. So let me flip the camera around just a second. So we're down here at the very back of my yard. Here's the chicken coop. This is a high bush cranberry here, a young female sea buckthorn. And right behind it, about 2.5 or 3 feet off the ground, is a big honkin' ball of bees. So I have 2 beehives. They are over here. They're top bar hives. We are top bar beekeepers. They are both full. I think a swarm might have come off of one of my hives because the first swarm that I captured earlier this year was a huge swarm, and that colony's been super productive, but it could have also come off my cathedral hive, which is a shorter hive, and the bees tend to fill it up very quickly and then swarm. Swarming is the way that bees naturally reproduce. A colony that is swarming is happy and healthy and has filled the colony and needs to reproduce and start a new one. So I have this big ball of bees, but I only have 2 hives. I have a permit for 2 beehives, so I don't have more than that. Kind of right now wish I had a 3rd one, but you know what? This is an opportunity to share with other beekeepers in my community. For somebody who is a new beak, this is probably the easiest swarm capture you could have. You just need a pair of loppers and a box, and you just want to clip that branch right here, and that big ball of bees can just gently go into a box. You could not ask for an easier swarm capture. All right, so I've moved over to the side a little bit because I was directly in the flight path of the scouts that are going out looking for a more permanent home. And I don't want to be in their way because while swarms typically are docile, you still don't want to stand directly in front of bees that are like, on a mission. They're out doing something. I don't want to get bumped by them. I'm not expecting to be stung. Obviously, again, I'm out here in my jammies. So the 3rd ethic, it's a little windy. The 3rd ethic of permaculture is share the surplus. So this is a great example of that. When we have more than we can really utilize, when we have abundance beyond what we need to take care of our immediate household and our immediate situation, then we want to share with the community. We want to be a blessing to those around us, and we want to help encourage resilience in our local community. And so this is a great example of that. I'm hoping some other beekeeper will get this really easy swarm capture, be really successful for them, and they'll be able to start the year off with a good colony. If this colony came out of one of my hives, then it's going to be a good colony. These are bees that have overwintered successfully multiple times and also have a really strong inclination to reproduce. I know a lot of more traditional beekeepers don't like having their colonies reproduce. I think that's a sign that a colony is healthy and strong and living the way that bees want to live. So I don't have any problem with that. I'm really excited to share these girls with someone in the local community and support my local beekeepers. All right, y'all, I wanted to give you an update here at the end of this video. So I posted in the Portland Urban Beekeepers group. Portland Urban Beekeepers. I'm standing in the backyard of my garden here, and about 2.5 or 3 feet off the ground is a large swarm, larger than a football. All of my hives are full. So if anybody would like this, please feel free and follow the directions in the comments. I would love to share these girls with somebody. And I didn't really anticipate that a whole bunch of people would message me right away wanting the bees. So I just picked the first person whose message I got in my DMs, and it turned out to be a gentleman from a company called 18 Bees. He has a YouTube channel you should check out. He focuses on ecological and natural beekeeping and does log hives and just creates really sustainable, wonderful habitat for bees. And so he came and collected, and here is his swarm box.
I just shake that here. You should kind of start thinking, oh, there they are over there.
Oh yeah, they're totally. They got the message right away.
Yeah, look at that.
And it's just sitting on the ground now so that all of the stragglers can come down out of my high bush cranberry and get into the box. And then he's going to come back and pick it up. So I feel really good about this. I feel like this is a great way that I can help somebody else take on a colony of bees that I can't use, that practices that permaculture ethic of share the surplus really well, and is just a great way to foster community, to foster those shared resources, and to foster an attitude of abundance. So thanks for watching today. Please check out 18 Bees on YouTube. I am really excited to go watch all of his videos about catching swarms and his thoughts on natural beekeeping. We had a nice little conversation, and I think we have a lot of really similar philosophies in that regard, and I'm excited to find somebody else who wants to just let the bees do their thing and not interfere and not use sugar and not use pesticides and fungicides and things like that. So I'm really excited to watch his videos. I will be back soon from my permaculture garden here in Portland, Oregon. I've got to feed these birds their dinner. They are grumbling that it is time for that, and I'll be back real soon. Thanks.